Watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll send out the kicker here. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Number 91 set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Knocked down for the tackle.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Oh, they're after him. Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And the Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Keeps it on the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run it on the counter. Runs through the tackle. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Keep it on the ground. And he coughs it up again. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move them back. Motion from the wideout. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll try to do it himself. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a...
Turning it on! They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Got it behind the lines. It's Stafford. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He leaves it with his back. Got enough for the 1st. Oh, and what a move. What a juke. And he makes it past the mark. The Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Stafford. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Hilltoppers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the 1st down. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Suggs. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Nice move there. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The play action fake. Got it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time. Breaks into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. He's got the tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Delaware. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires deep on the run. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Red 18.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. First down, 10 yards to go. Wants to throw it again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Caught in the backfield. It's Stafford.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Touchdown, Tupper. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce.
This is the stage, Aggie Memorial Stadium in Las Cruces, New Mexico. It's week 11 of this college football season, and our coverage on EA Sports continues. It's the Delaware Blue Hens and the New Mexico State Aggies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, Coach told me this atmosphere is going to be crucial today. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get
Finding some room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. The Blue Hens getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. He's got him in the flat. Finds a crease at the 20. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. And the Blue Hens go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option, he'll toss it. Got a little grass. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Blue Hens have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Big fella moving. Touchdown, Blue Hens! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the New Mexico State Aggies offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Young. out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And that last completion was a bit of a Pyrrhic victory. It made 3rd down even longer. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. He wants to throw it again. Under fire. The throw. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Fighting off the defender. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. He'll do it himself. Here's a little room there. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Aggies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Nice move there. Makes the grab in there. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, the Devil Bear offense going back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Blue Hens can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Creates a little room. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they handed off to him here on the 2nd drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He wants to change this route. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Ready, go!
Reads it, fires complete. Stumbled to the ground. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man. Touchdown, New Mexico State. A great catch and run for 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Blue Hens want to crank the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. That's caught. It sucks. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's it for the period. Break coming, and New Mexico State has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Ball. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quick completion on the out. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He breaks a tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires quickly. Made a defender miss. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
To the air on second down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Could not make his way to the corner. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Aggies are flying down the field. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. After the flag, distance for a first down cut in half. They can really get aggressive on 1st and 5. Rides the back and leaves it. Nice move to keep running. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They try to pop a run on the draw. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And on 4th down, here comes the field. Oh, they block it.
Yeah, and a lot of times in field goal block, you load up one side, they load up the left side, push all the guys backwards, slip through the crack, get their hand up, and get the big block. Nice job.
Off play action on first down. Throwing right. It's caught. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. And And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's the one thing this offensive coordinator always stresses is having balance in the offense. First play you throw it, get a nice one. Second play you run it and get another nice one. And
there's a crease. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Delaware.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the New Mexico State offense to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Handoff from the gun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. The short hands, it's Young. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
The Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here comes the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Might be changing the route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Blue Hens decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Setting up the screen. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play.
They run him down as he was trying to buy a little extra time, and the defense wouldn't have it. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The kick is on its way. Look at this. He's going to catch it right in front of his own goal line. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Suggs. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
Shoots it to the left. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Sails one into the middle. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with Arizona taking on the number 11 team, the Utah Utes.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Nice job by the quarterback. Hey, the defense is going to let your big tight end be wide open like that. You will take that throw all day long, and they do for a big game.
Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Behind the chains now on second and long. Right back to the well. And he'll be smacked to the ground. New Mexico State lines up quickly. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Finds him out of the backfield. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He splits the uprights. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Suggs. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The Blue Hens will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Caught by Williams on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Defensive holding, an automatic first down for this offense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The run inside. It's Williams. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll run it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Got it, looking for the first down. There he goes. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
3rd down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football to your playmaker, and then watch, after the catch, making the play, getting the big first down. Now you're set up in great position to go get 6 with a first-and-goal opportunity.
In the red area, it's Williams. Touchdown, Aggies! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Motion from the wideout. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Keeps it himself. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Might want to muster up that protection. They had one blocked earlier. Never a doubt. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Going for the big play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Blue Hens have their offense in high gear. They'll run it from the gun, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. This game is decided as we check out the Week 11 scoreboard. Top 12 teams in the country. Of course, all of these teams playoff contenders. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Pulls it on the option. Could be an alley. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Delaware. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Under fire, and it's a sack.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Looking down the middle. Got a man. It's Bond. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Aggies want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Complete. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Got his man. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Aggies are facing 3rd and inches. Direct snap. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. The give is to Williams. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quick pass to the left. Diving for the goal line, and he lost the ball. And the ball bounces out of bounds in the end zone. It is a turnover and a touchback. From the gun, to give, looking for room. There's some room. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right?
Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. The give, and tick, 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 tick. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He'll keep it on second down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that is no good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss. Here comes the New Mexico State offense to go on the attack.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, second miss of the day. We might not see him again.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Spins away from the defender. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. Maybe a crease. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Touchdown, Delaware! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Setting up for the PAT, and when he gets this late, every point matters. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
The quick out. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Yeah, and this offense knows what it's like. This is the 2-minute drill. We got to keep the pedal to the floor. Nice job getting the first down.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Off play action. Got his man. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. And the Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Floats it out in space. At the 35, he's loose. Bulldozes his way through. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Rushes on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Back to pass on second down. Here's a heat. Push down for the tackle. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he steps in just in the nick of time to get the touchdown they need. And now they need to cap it with a 2.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Makes a grab for a big play. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking downfield on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Looking left. It's complete. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Using the quick game.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Bringing the heat. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. How about that return? He may not get credit for a touchdown, but if they can pay it off, that score set up by the return man. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Try to barge their way in. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up third and goal. The defense has made it tough, but they'll try to plow their way in here on third and goal in overtime. They want to dance their way in on third and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Needed to stay alive, and it's good. They take the lead in the first possession of overtime, and now the defense will have to stand tall. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Third down here in overtime and some work to do. Off the RPO, complete. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. First and goal and a touchdown will win it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on this scramble play here, down close in the red zone.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And got it! And the 3-ball gives us a tie. We play on first down here in the second overtime period. Off the play fake. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's second and 6. They're going back to the ground. Maybe some room here. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And at this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Nice job by the quarterback, evading the rush, getting outside the pocket, and then not turning the football over. It's so hard not to try to force the football down the field. Good job. Incompletion. Next play.
Staring at a third and long here in this first overtime possession. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He caught it. Touchdown, Blue Hens. They take the lead here in the second overtime period.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
Zings it complete to the right. They got it, executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's on target and complete. Touchdown, Aggie. They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
What a thriller. What a